And I hate how they keep saying that this man is a racist right here, man. But last time I checked, didn't he endorse Jesse Jackson when he was trying to run for president to be the first black president ever?
Last time you checked, he endorsed Jesse Jackson. What the hell were you checking? Donald Trump did not endorse Jesse Jackson, not in either one of his runs for president. So I don't know where the hell you got that information from. So to answer your question, no, he's not the one that endorsed Jesse Jackson. And actually, he would never because he's too damn racist. And in 1988, he was too busy running around saying everybody did a good job in the presidential election. So no, buddy, I don't know where the hell you got that information from. Even Jesse Jackson himself said that Donald Trump did not endorse him. Sorry, hell no, he didn't.
Wasn't he the same one that funded the Black Panther Party?
With a straight face, you're gonna look at the damn camera and tell people that Donald Trump funded the Black Panther Party? I mean, it don't get no more ridiculous than this. What level of stupidity are we going to? If you're gonna support this guy based on lies, go ahead and do that. But to put out a video acting like you're saying something that Donald Trump has done to black people or for black people is absolutely ludicrous when you have to resort to the fact that you say Donald Trump supported and funded the Black Panther Party. He wouldn't even rent an apartment to black people, let alone fund black radicals. Dumbass. So to answer your question, no, sir, he did not fund the Black Panther. He is not the one.
Wasn't he the same one to send a private jet when Nelson Mandela got out of prison?
Wasn't he the same one that sent a private jet for Nelson Mandela? Shut your stupid ass up. Donald Trump in 1990 had Trump shuttle. He didn't send his jet to pick up Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela asked to rent his jet like rich people who's trying to rent jet from other rich people do. Donald Trump would not send his because his jet was in the shop, was having mechanical problems. But he did have Trump shuttles, a bunch of 727s, which he made a bad deal on, which was about to go bankrupt and be taken over by the bank. And he had one that was sitting being unused, and he did not send it. Nelson Mandela paid $130,000 to rent it. No, he didn't send it. To answer your question, no, he's not the one. He's the one that was exploiting the fact that he had a business and he was about to lose control of these 727 jets. So he found a way that one that was sitting down to send to pick up Nelson Mandela for $130,000. Dumbass.
Wasn't he the same one that black people used to always say, I want money or want to be just like this man in hip hop community?
Yes, he was the same one that black folk in the hip hop community used to want to be alike. And they used to rap about him almost every year. A song would come out praising Trump until people found out who he was when he stood under the spectrum, under that bright light, magnifying light of politics. And people found out that he was a sham, that he was a scam artist, that he was a con man. Nobody from the hip hop community with dignity wanted to be like him. And that's why black people don't talk about or want to be like Trump, because they found out, one, he's racist. They found out that he didn't do anything good with his business. He found bankruptcy 6 damn times. We found out as black people that he would not allow black workers on the floor at his casinos when he showed up. He did not want black people counting his money. We found out that his dad left him over $300 million. And if he had done nothing with that money, he'd have been better than he is now. We found out that he's paying bankruptcy 6 times. So yeah, you don't hear positive messaging about Trump anymore because we know who the real Trump is. And just like the song says, Donald Trump.
Wasn't he the same one hugged up on Oprah Winfrey and Oprah Winfrey was giving him all this credit and whatnot when he was Democrat?
The fact that you decide to bring in a billionaire black woman, Oprah Winfrey, to justify that Donald Trump is not racist is absolutely crazy to me, especially when we don't care about the nature of their relationship when we're talking about how he treats all of us. Also, all I know is he's been lying on Oprah for the last 2 decades about what his relationship was with her. It seems to be a lot different from her point of view than his. But hey, you rock out with that.
Wasn't he the only president that took a peek at what Ice Cube was talking about at one point that all the other politicians overlooked?
Wasn't he the only president that took a look at what Ice Cube was talking about? Yeah, because the shit was dumb. And also, he was the only president at the time. I don't know if you know this, but in America, we only have one president at a time. He was the sitting president when Ice Cube presented that dumbass plan. And also, Ice Cube was not speaking on behalf of Black Americans because he had not brought it to Black Americans. This is a person who has no political or policy background saying what he wants for himself and what he had determined was best for Black people. So, yeah, he was the only person that sat and talked with that idiot because he, Ice Cube, is not a spokesperson for Black people. Next.
And then Kamala Harris sit right there and say what she ain't gonna do for black people on stage. And then 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, she finally wrote a 9 page talking about what she gonna do for the black people.
It's funny to me. It's funny to me how y'all swear, y'all swear that Kamala sat on TV and said, I'm not going to do anything for Black people. Those were not her words. Policies in America have to be policies that benefit all folk. You can't just single out a certain race for policies because what you're doing is setting yourself up to be sued for discriminating against everybody else. Don't be silly and pretend that you know policies or that you act like policies can't be or don't have to be particularly designed so that all Americans benefit from them. If we're talking about the reparation conversation, which I think you're trying to have, I absolutely believe that Black people are owed reparations. And if you believe that, then if you think about reparations in the terms of moving Black people closer to equity, then you should know and you would want to know that anything that is done to benefit Black people and move us closer to equity should be considered a part of our plan for equity and reparations. Well, there's only one candidate running, and you're talking about it's 2 weeks now. But you tangible folks, you Black folk who said no tangible, no votes are confusing to me. How is it that you get a plan on issues that are important to our community, and then you're pretending as if it's nothing? You guys are the suckers in this argument, and it shows when you show up like this. Donald Trump has nothing. He said it himself. He has no plans. He has an outline or a concept, and his concepts, as we know, are wrapped around McDonald's burgers and nothing else.
Y'all and this media and this news, black people need to stop looking at the news. That's what y'all need to do. CNN and all that, because they have an agenda. Why don't you read the newspaper and whatnot?
Black people now need to stop looking at the news, CNN and all that. So what we should do, stop watching the news and watch you, who has told over 9 or 10 lies in less than a minute and a half. You, sir, are on pace to be the Black Donald Trump. You want us to stop watching the news to listen to people like you who have no facts. From Jesse Jackson, Nelson Mandela, Ice Cube's plan to the hip hop community, you, sir, lack context, character, and morality. So you're going to tell us to stop looking at the news and read newspaper. Well, newsflash, in order to read the newspaper, you still got to look at it. Dumbass. Listen, we need to get serious about people like this. This guy is nothing more than a grifter, showing up out of nowhere with no facts and not caring at all to do the bidding of white supremacy and Donald Trump is dangerous to our community. I got a plan. Let's vote the fuck out of this election and make sure this idiot and Donald Trump are deplatformed. How about that on some real black shit?